Greetings from America's wokest city. They've even got a Chinese fortune teller over here. They've got the red lanterns hanging high. They're open to give spiritual healing and psychic readings. Just say hello, everybody. Wow. Okay, thanks. Hey guys, greetings from America's wokest city. I think you know where I'm talking about. Well, if you didn't, I'll tell you. San Francisco, or as some people call it, San Francisco. And we are here in one of the biggest Chinatowns, well, one of the biggest Chinatowns in the world. And we're gonna do a walkthrough. We're gonna see what this place is all about. Looked out with the weather, really is a beautiful day today to do some exploring. Maybe surprise a few of the Chinese people here and speak to them in their native tongue. We're just right here at the intersection of Grant and Pine, and you can see these legendary San Francisco hills going straight on down. And as you just continue to walk up Grant Avenue, you can see definitely it's easy to see that you're in Chinatown. And there are a lot of Chinese people here. I know that sounds kind of funny to say, but I've been to some Chinatowns before where I didn't really see any Chinese people, but here there's a lot. It's one of the biggest overseas China enclaves in the world. They've even got a Chinese fortune teller over here. Seen a lot of souvenir shops over here. Got an old gentleman here playing the erhu. 哎，真好听，真好听。Chinese dim sum. Yeah, so apparently this Chinatown was founded right around 1850. And initially it was predominantly people from Guangdong, one of the southernmost provinces of China, that came out here and founded it. More of these souvenir shops. 下午好. And as you can see, they've got the red lanterns hanging high here in Chinatown. They've even got the Chinese flag on top of that building. The architecture over here really is pretty cool. It's very unique. Each Chinatown's gonna have its own kind of vibe, and this one is definitely one of the best, if not the best, that I've been to. Of course, New York's Chinatown is pretty amazing as well, but it's been a long time since I've been there. But this is definitely an impressive one. Just recently I was in Chinatown in Bangkok, Thailand, and wasn't really a whole lot to see there. Well, that Citibank right there went all out. They went full Chinese style. And just next to that is the heart of Shanghai. This whole section of Grant Avenue is just covered by these red lanterns. I guess they probably leave them up year-round, because I remember when I came to this Chinatown a long time ago, the lanterns were also up. Now thus far I've just been walking up Grant Avenue, but if you take a left or a right, it's also Chinatown. This is a huge Chinatown. Unfortunately, just on this little alleyway, just right off Grant Avenue, you got a couple homeless folks here. I haven't seen them out on the main drag, but they're here on this back alley. There we go, live musical performance. We're gonna walk back the other direction now, and right now I'm on a mission to find something to eat. I was talking to one lady who's originally from Hong Kong, and she was telling me that I need to head over to Grant and Jackson, and over there they've got a lot of different good restaurants to choose from. Yee's restaurant. Looks like they've got some Peking duck. All right, this is it, Grant and Jackson, and there should be some good eats around here. So let's go explore. One thing I've seen a couple of these like Chinese little bars. There's one right there, Red's Place Cocktail. I've seen a couple places similar to that. Beijing hamburger. Looks like they didn't quite make it. Over here we've got Hunan Homes, so you're gonna probably have some Hunan cuisine. Over here we've got the Dim Sum Guru Bund Shanghai restaurant. Now you guys, even if you don't know what that is, the Bund, that you've probably seen it. I'm almost certain that you've seen it. That's that really iconic scene in Shanghai where the river's there and they've got that tower with the ball that's called the Oriental Pearl Tower. It's been in a lot of movies. You've probably seen it. More dim sum. We've got a Sichuan restaurant here. Oh wow, they've even got a Vietnamese pho shop. That's like Vietnam's most famous noodle dish. We're no longer on Grant Avenue. We're on Jackson right now, walking uphill in search of food. Oh look, I found a little hutong right here in San Francisco. Fortune cookies, huh? Most people in China have never even heard of fortune cookies. A couple of little old ladies recommended this place to me just to try some dim sum or something simple. So I need to eat something right now, and I see a lot of their customers are obviously Chinese, so that's a good sign. And there's a steady flow of customers, which is also a good sign. All right, so I got some just dim sum type stuff to go. I got a freshly steamed pork and peanut sticky rice baozi. I got a pot sticker, and then I got a little shao mai type dumpling thing over here. And I'm gonna eat it right here in this tiny little orange booth, right here street side. I don't really know exactly what this is, but, and this is the place. Wong Li Bakery, recommended to me by a nice old lady from Guangdong province who's working just across the street. Well, I just ate the shao mai, that was really good. Let's try this pot sticker. And these are fairly cheap because prices around here are pretty high. These three things, which actually is enough to fill me up, it was $3.50 total, $3.50 US. Let's try it. Pretty good. It's not exactly hot because it's been cooked for a while sitting there, but it still has a good taste. Now this one's a beast. This one's big and it's heavy. It's hard to eat with a fork. This is the pork and peanut one. That's different. I'm trying to figure out that flavor. It's definitely not bad. When you're here in Chinatown, it more closely resembles Hong Kong than mainland China. Like if you come here and then travel to Hong Kong, you'll be like, oh, okay, it's quite similar. But if you come here and then go to most parts of mainland China, you'll be able to see that it, I mean, of course, there's some similarities, but it definitely more closely resembles Hong Kong. On this building, you've got some replicas of the terracotta warriors, which I've actually seen at Bing Mayong in Xi'an. Okay, so it looks like the fortune teller is still in business. They're open to give spiritual healing and psychic readings. All right, guys, curiosity has got the best of me. I'm gonna check out Red's Place Cocktails.
Now we drink. The build up there is crazy.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Can I run a tab? Because I'll probably get another beer next.
I need a credit card on hold.
Okay. Well, that was an interesting experience. The waitress, or the bartender, I should say, I tried to order a beer in Mandarin, and she didn't catch it. She speaks only Cantonese. And I met an old guy from Hong Kong, and he came here in 1975. He's been here a long time, and I started talking to him, and we had a really interesting conversation. But now, actually, I'm not too far from the water. I'm gonna try to walk down there before it gets dark, because it's quite a sight to behold.
Come on, Sean, for rest of season B. We believe in you.
I'm cutting through this park, and you can see a lot of cardboard. I'm guessing that at night a lot of homeless will come out and probably sleep here. Listen to that. Those birds are going nuts. Wow. We're not that far away from Chinatown. I did want to show you guys the Embarcadero while I'm down here, because God knows when the next time I'll be in San Francisco again will be, if ever. Stunningly beautiful. And while we're here, this is off topic, but I want to talk about it. San Francisco should be one of the most beautiful cities on planet Earth. And in some ways it still is. But certain parts of this city have been plagued with just open drug use, rampant homelessness, and things seem to be steadily going downhill in a lot of ways for San Francisco. And I'm sure there are a lot of people who aren't pleased with the way things are going and are actually really frustrated, but they just keep voting people in that just keep running this city into the dirt. And it's a shame, because you can see how beautiful this city is. And this is just one part. The entire city is amazing. Now you might be confused, okay? I'm here in Chinatown in San Francisco, and what you see before your eyes right now are 2 New York style slices of pizza. And you're probably thinking, what in the hell is this guy doing? Well, I didn't start feeling hungry until pretty late, and I went to like 2 or 3 Chinese restaurants here. I went to a Sichuan place. I went to just another, like, I'm not even sure what it was. I just walked in the door, and the middle-aged waitress, who was a Chinese lady, looked at me and kind of barked, "We're closed." So I sort of jumped back, left there. I went to a Sichuan place. They told me they closed at 9. So a lot of the Chinese restaurants here in Chinatown close at 9 or earlier. So I was walking around, and I just happened upon this little pizzeria here on the corner, and it looks pretty legit. So I grabbed a couple slices of pie, and I'm not that bummed out about it, guys, because you know what? I was kind of curious to try more of the Chinese food here, but one thing that I'm pretty confident of is that, you know, considering I live in China, I would have to imagine that the Chinese food actually in China is going to be better than here anyway. So it's no big deal. And to be honest, I haven't had a slice of New York pizza in so long that I'm honestly pretty excited about this. Well, unfortunately, guys, it is about time to close out this video, and we'll just do a recap and final thoughts on Chinatown, San Francisco. I've been here once before, but it's been many years ago, and honestly, I couldn't even remember it that well. But coming back, like I mentioned earlier, it definitely has more of a Hong Kong feel than a mainland China feel. I've met some really interesting people here. It's interesting to hear about people who left Hong Kong or China decades ago, and they came here to the US, and they've got roots that go back several decades right here in the US. All in all, it's been a good experience. I'm glad I came here again. I do also have to note a couple of things that are, well, that just caught my attention. Walking through here, and I guess it's probably this way in a lot of San Francisco, but I did come across a lot of people who were partaking in the mean green. You can smell it in the air, and you come across it quite a bit. And also, as the day got later, I started getting approached by more people who obviously have some sort of mental or emotional problems. And I was very nice and patient to all of them. Nobody was aggressive toward me, but there is a lot of that, especially coming out at night. And here's one in particular right here. But how's it going? How you doing? You want to say hi to the camera? Just say hello, everybody. Wow. Okay, thanks. Yeah, that young lady that you saw right there, she approached me a little while ago at the same time that an older Asian man approached me. And this guy obviously had some issues, but he was really, really nice. And I was just standing there talking to him for a while. And while I was talking to him, she approached me, and the first thing she said is, "Are you looking to have some fun? What kind of fun do you want to have?" And when I showed a lack of interest, she walked away from me and went to another guy. And then you just saw her pop up in the video again. So yeah, I've definitely run into some characters as the day has progressed and night has fallen. But that is to be expected. Now, as far as Chinatown itself goes, I've been to quite a few Chinatowns around the world, and I would say that this is probably not quite as big and impressive as Chinatown in New York City. But that said, besides New York, it is the best Chinatown that I've ever been to. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Hope you have enjoyed the video. It is time for me to get back to the hotel. I've got an early morning tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in. If you did enjoy this video and you'd like to support what I'm doing, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and drop a comment. And if you really want to help, sharing the video helps immensely as well. All of these seemingly small actions actually help a lot with the algorithm, and the more interaction the video gets, the more YouTube will promote the video. So thanks in advance. Also, a special shout out to all of my supporters, everyone who has dropped me a gratuity here on the YouTube platform, as well as all my patrons. A special shout out to all you guys. Thank you so much. Stay happy, healthy, and blessed. We'll catch you all in the next video. 下次再见。